How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to Chefing with Shane. Today we're making delicious Cajun chicken sloppy joes. They have so much flavor, so quick and easy. Trust me, stick with me, you're not gonna wanna miss this. All right, first on the agenda, we're gonna prep up some of our vegetables. Now, we're just gonna go ahead and start chopping up this pepper. There's plenty of ways people cut up peppers. Key is to get the seeds out. All right, now that I went and sliced that up, I'm gonna get these seeds out, wash them up, and we're gonna slice them up. After we get those nice and cleaned up, we're gonna begin to slice these. And I'm only gonna slice them slightly through because we are gonna wanna dice these up. Make these pretty small. Next thing on the agenda is 1 brown onion we're gonna dice up. And we're just gonna cut off both ends and kind of take this outside layer of skin off. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you cry, sometimes you don't. At this point, I'm gonna chop this onion in half. Just gonna begin to dice it. Chop it that way. All right, so I think we're just gonna use half of this onion. So that looks good enough for me. All right, so we're gonna get this pan heated up to about medium heat. And we got 3 chicken breasts that we're gonna go ahead and add in here. You can use ground chicken, chicken breast. We're gonna end up shredding this chicken. So we're gonna throw the chicken in first, but we're gonna let this pan heat up to medium heat, throw a little oil in there and then start cooking it. All right, now that pan's about heated up, we're gonna go in there with a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And now I go in there with 3 chicken breasts. We're gonna let these cook up for about a couple minutes each side, probably like 10 minutes total, until we get 165 internal. Time's always gonna depend on the thickness of your chicken. I usually cut my chicken breasts in half when I cook them. Take longer, and plus the chicken breast is just a lot of meat. So go ahead, let these cook up, season them up a little bit. Want them cooked all the way through. Now that we went ahead and flipped these over, I'm just seasoning these up with salt and pepper. And they're gonna get seasoned with some Cajun seasoning, paprika, and cayenne here. When they're almost cooked, I want to wait until we add the peppers and onions in there before I throw that seasoning in here. So for right now, this is all the seasoning that this chicken's gonna get, and we're gonna finish letting it cook up, and then right before it's done, we're gonna throw in the onions, peppers, and all the seasoning. Then we're gonna take this chicken out, shred it up, begin to build the sauce, throw the chicken back in. It's gonna be delicious. Chicken, the small pieces are done. I just temped them. We're still waiting on this larger piece. It's a little more fat there at the end. Got a minute or 2 left on that one. All right, at this point, gonna add our chicken back in. I'm gonna drop that heat down to medium low. Gonna throw in all our veggies. All those onions and red pepper. We don't want to burn these veggies. That's why we drop the heat down. Now we're gonna go in there with a tablespoon of Cajun seasoning, a half teaspoon of paprika, and a quarter teaspoon of cayenne. And you are more than welcome to add more or less of anything that you want based on the heat level. A little bit less cayenne if you're not into heat, but honestly, I'm not sure how hot this recipe is even going to be at this moment. But now that the chicken's all seasoned up, we're gonna go ahead and take that out once again. And we're just gonna let these veggies cook up, and then we're gonna start building that sauce. These are cooking up nice. Got them at a good temp. Steam's cooking them up nice and good. Gonna let them get nice and tender before we begin adding in the sauce. All right, these are starting to cook up nicely, so we're gonna go in there with about a quarter cup of chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and we're not baking, it doesn't have to be exact. 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and about a quarter cup of tomato sauce. And then we're just gonna kind of stir that up. And that smells absolutely delicious, oh my goodness. Stir that up, we're gonna throw the lid on it, shred this chicken up, then we're gonna throw the chicken in and put some cheese in there. Now we're gonna begin to shred up this chicken. This is by far the fastest, easiest way to shred chicken using a hand mixer. And we're just gonna go ahead and kind of smash into these. These pieces aren't as large. And we're just gonna start up the mixer. And trust me guys, it saves you a lot of time and energy using forks. It's no fun. Trust me, I've shredded plenty of chicken. All right, that looks good to me. Now we're gonna go ahead, add this back in with the sauce and throw some cheese on it. All right, now this sauce has been kind of stewing here for probably 4 to 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and just put all this chicken right back in there. And this is good because you don't want to leave it in there the whole time. You know, we could have left it in there while the veggies cooked and everything, but you just don't want to overcook this chicken, because overcooked chicken, just like any other meat, is just no good. And so I'm gonna do this. And it smells delicious. And there's really only one more step. And that is to go on top of this with a healthy serving of shredded pepper jack cheese. We're just gonna put that on top. You can use provolone if you want, Italian style. I'm using pepper jack. Just gonna throw that lid right back on there. Medium low, let that cheese melt up, and then we're just gonna put that on a beautiful brioche bun and enjoy that. All right, now the cheese is melted. Time to see what we're looking at. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That looks and smells absolutely amazing. God, let's get this on a plate and dig in. let's try to do this without dropping a bunch of stuff. It's done. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And I can't wait to try it. And guys, I don't call it a sloppy Joe for nothing. This thing's messy. Let's dig in. Oh yeah. Well guys, that is delicious. I'm telling you, that actually has a lot of kick to it. So if you're not someone who's into spicy foods, definitely have to dial down some of that seasoning, probably some of that cayenne pepper, little paprika. Drop that down, maybe half that. It is absolutely delicious though, especially for people who like heat, spice. Trust me, this is one you're not gonna wanna miss out on. Like I said, if you don't, plenty of ways to switch it up to where you won't have to deal with it. You can maybe even take the cayenne and paprika out altogether, maybe switch that up with some cumin, garlic powder, onion powder. Recipes are always super customizable, but this is absolutely delicious. You could even go like a chicken Philly vibe with this. And I'm telling you, great flavors here. This is not a dull dish. This flavor, there's just so much flavor in this dish. It's great for just the kids, quick weeknight meal. Just, there's plenty of recipes on the channel like that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.